Princess Hermine Reuss of Greiz, the 17th of December 1887 to 7 August 1947, widowed Princess of Schönaich-Carolath, was the second wife of Wilhelm II. They were married in 1922, 4 years after he had abdicated as German Emperor and King of Prussia. Early life. Princess Hermine was born in Greiz, the fifth child and fourth daughter of Heinrich XXII, Prince Reuss, and Princess Ida Matilda Adelheid of Schaumburg-Lippe, daughter of Adolf I, Prince of Schaumburg-Lippe. Her father was the ruler of the Principality of Reuss-Greiz, a state of the German Empire, in what is present-day Thuringia. Princess Hermine's disabled elder brother became Prince Henry XXIV in 1902. Upon her mother's early death, she was raised at the court of Princess Louise of Prussia, daughter of Emperor Wilhelm I, and her husband Grand Duke Frederick I of Baden. Like Hermine's father, Princess Louise was an implacable enemy of Prince Bismarck. First marriage. Hermine was married on 7 January 1907 in Greiz to Prince Johann Georg Ludwig Ferdinand August of Schönaich-Carolath. They were the parents to 5 children: Prince Hans Georg Heinrich Ludwig Friedrich Hermann Ferdinand of Schönaich-Carolath, married Baroness Sibylle von Zedlitz-Sundleich, killed in action at the Eastern Front during the Second World War. Prince Georg Wilhelm of Schönaich-Carolath died unmarried. Princess Hermine Caroline Wondrida Louise Theodora Victoria August of Schönaich-Carolath married Hugo Herbert Hartung. Prince Ferdinand Johann Georg Hermann Heinrich Ludwig Wilhelm Friedrich August of Schönaich-Carolath married Rose Rauch, then Baroness Margaret von Seckendorf. Princess Henriette Hermine Wondrida Louise of Schönaich-Carolath married Wilhelm's grandson Prince Karl Franz of Prussia in 1940 and had issue. Marriage to ex-Emperor Wilhelm II. In January 1922, a son of Princess Hermine sent birthday wishes to the exiled German Emperor Wilhelm II, who then invited the boy and his mother to Wiedorn. Wilhelm found Hermine very attractive, and greatly enjoyed her company. The two had much in common, both being recently widowed, Hermine just over a year and a half before, and Wilhelm only 9 months prior. By early 1922, Wilhelm was determined to marry Hermine, despite grumblings from Wilhelm's monarchist supporters and the objections of his children. 63-year-old Wilhelm and 34-year-old Hermine married on 5 November 1922 in Dorn. By all accounts, it was a happy marriage. Hermine's first husband had also been older than she was by 14 years. Wilhelm and Hermine were fifth cousins through common descent from George II of Great Britain. In 1927, Hermine wrote an Empress in Exile, My Days in Dorn, an account of her life up to that time. She cared for the property management of Wiedorn and by establishing her own relief organization stayed in contact with monarchist and nationalist circles in the Weimar Republic. Hermine remained a constant companion to the aging emperor until his death in 1941. They had no children. Later life. Following the death of Wilhelm, Hermine returned to Germany to live on her first husband's estate in Saarburg, Lower Silesia. During the Vistula-Oder offensive of early 1945, she fled from the advancing Red Army to her sister's estate in Rosslau, Thuringia. After the end of the Second World War, she was held under house arrest at Frankfurt on the Oder in the Soviet occupation zone, and later imprisoned in the Paulinnenhof internment camp. On 7 August 1947, aged only 59, she died suddenly of a heart attack in a small flat in Frankfurt, while under strict guard by the Red Army occupation forces. She was buried in the antique temple of Sanssouci Park, Potsdam, in what would become East Germany. Some years earlier, it was the resting place of several other members of the imperial family, including Wilhelm's first wife, Augusta Victoria of Schleswig-Holstein. Titles from birth to death. Although Wilhelm was no longer a reigning monarch at the time of his marriage, he continued to use his titles in pretense after abdication. Hermine used the courtesy titles of German Empress and Queen of Prussia. By tradition, women were entitled to royal titles, styles and rank of the husbands if the statuses before marriage were considered equal and not morganatic. As Hermine was born of a sovereign house, the marriage complied with the laws of the imperial house of Hohenzollern. Her titles by birth, marriage, and courtesy were the 17th of December 1887 to 1907, Her Serene Highness Princess Hermine Reuss, the 7th of January 1907 to 9 November 1922, Her Serene Highness Princess Hermine of Schönaich-Carolath, the 9th of November 1922 to 4 June 1941, Her Imperial and Royal Majesty the German Empress and Queen of Prussia, the 4th of June 1941 to 7 August 1947, Her Imperial and Royal Majesty the Dowager German Empress and Queen of Prussia. Ancestry.